It's Tuesday. Alright. So, we've got some sanding to do. And we got ourselves an orbital. Palm activated, that's pretty cool. Orbital sander. Your sticker, instructions, oil, need a fitting. Donate this. Then we got the 150mm dual action. More oil. Here she is. Listen to that piston. Nice lever. Sanding pad. Another needle fitting. Sticker. Instructions. And this one, self-vacuuming. So when you don't want to make too much of a mess, you pull this girl out. Cord. Pad's already on this one. A lot less weight to her on this one. This will be the bag, dust bag, tool, more oil, fitting, sticker, and instructions. Right, so I'll clean out this. We'll get one at a time, and we'll start having to go at this toolbox, and we'll see what results we get. All right, first off, we've got the 6-inch without the vacuum. I'm just running off what air I've got in my tank. The compressor's not on at the moment, but you can see the orbital function. So I've got a really fine grit on this because all I want to do is rough this paint up ready for more painting. So we'll give it a test run, see how it performs. Alright, that was what was left in my tank, so I'm going to plug it in and we'll give it a proper belt. So just a little bit of practice, you can actually get very good final prep results. These blemishes that I've obviously caused, they're me. That surface looks perfect for paint. Obviously I've missed a little bit here, but you can't blame the machine for that. But other than that, wherever I've landed it, that's ready for final coat again. Well, not if it was a car, but for what I'm doing, that's good. Alright, this is it with the bag on. As you see, the bag's going. Again, can't argue with this result. That's brilliant. Bit of a wipe down. It's ready for paint. Nowhere near the dust as last time. Still a little bit of dust, but nowhere near the dust. Since this one's still full of gunk and stuff, I've put a coarser grit on this. I think this is about 80. I'm going to give it a go over to get rid of the gunk, then I go over to the fine, working out how good this is to get into the corners with its square form. Alright, so there we have the Black Ridge air sanders. I've had maybe a 10 to 15 minute play with each of them. You know, this is my first impressions, New Tool Tuesday. And this performed well, really well. I had some initial leaking, but I think I solved that. That was probably me. I didn't put any thread tape on or anything, but sorted that right out. Nice, comfortable to use. I like that system. I was able to get right in the corners of where I needed to get on this one. I'm pretty happy with that. I can see myself holding on to this for quite a while without getting fatigued. It just feels like you're doing that. Almost like an old school plane. Just pushing along. I was quite happy with that. This with the vacuum, it does save a whole lot of dust. I mean, I was worried about dust because all I ever do is get dirty in here, but that's what a shop's for. It works. Probably, there is a trade-off. With the porting to the vacuum, you are trading off between this and this for power. This does have more of a random spin to it, and the weight on it gives it better. So this for me will probably be my most used sander in the shop, because I reckon if I throw hard grit in it, that would have been metal in seconds. This just glides along, ripping stuff off. This is great for when I want to keep stuff clean. It lacks that little weight to off balance it as much. You do get a bit of, but it's not nearly as much as this. You get this thing up to speed and it's just destroying it. But each one has its purpose. I'm glad I've got all three. I wouldn't be able to do this job with just one. I potentially will still need like a belt sander, or you know, one of those little fine ones to finish this job off. But I've always got the sandblasting cabinet just waiting patiently to be used. However, with this sort of paint job, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with it. It's just old and worn out, so I really just want to sand it back, get it ready for a prep job. So, I mean, with a disc like this, that's your final prep before you do your last layer of paint, which is exactly what I've done there. I've gone too far in spots, but all in all, I reckon they're great. Wish I owned some sooner. They're going to make a great addition to the shop, especially when you can turn old things into new things.